What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles I never got the chance to because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. Again, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you guys want me to customize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So, in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Imponte Ruiner. So this car is an OG vehicle that's been in the game since day one. This is a car you can get off the street for free, or you can buy it from the Southern San Andreas website for only $10,000. So a very cheap vehicle for sure. Now this car is pretty average in terms of customization, but Rockstar did add livery options for it with the after hours update, which is pretty nice. Now, in terms of performance, obviously a lot has changed over the years. This thing is not as good as it used to be, but back then, when the regular Dominator used to be the best car for most muscle car races, the Ruiner was actually pretty competitive on tracks that were more corner intensive for the muscle car class. Now, this car was actually first introduced with GTA 4, and pretty much the exact car model was brought over to GTA 5. So the Ruiner is primarily based on the third generation Pontiac Trans Am, and of course is best well known as being the Knight Rider car kit, which is why we have the Ruiner 2000 variant in game, which is heavily based on that. But it's nice that you can also have the normal version as well if you choose to customize it the way you like to a more traditional Trans Am versus the usual Knight Rider looking car. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of this OG 80s muscle car.
What can we do to it?
Alright, Ruiner.
What can I help you with?
We got armor, brakes,
You got some precision
bumpers.
brakes on that thing.
So bumper options are a little weird on this car. It has a pretty large front splitter upgrade, and unfortunately there's no side skirt upgrades, so then you have an sort of an uneven profile on the side where the front end is super low and then the side isn't really that low in the back as well. Just looks a little weird. It is a nice option, you know, if they would have had a side skirt option to match, but unfortunately they don't, so I'm gonna have to keep the stock front splitter, which actually is pretty low for a stock vehicle. Looks pretty good, especially when we do a suspension. Will look a lot better too. Engine, exhaust. So stock exhaust, surprisingly this car has quad exhaust for stock, which is really nice. Next option is big bore, which is just two exhausts. See, this probably should have been the stock exhaust, but titanium quad does not go with a car of this era in my opinion. Even bigger, that's okay. And yes, the of course the meme exhaust. Okay, I mean, I want to stick with quad, but I don't really like these, if I'm being honest, titanium, and I don't want to go dual, so I guess we'll stick with the stock. It's kind of funny how most of the stock options on this car are really good, and you know, we can kind of argue as to if the actual customization options aren't that great, and I think we're leaning a little more towards that. Again, 2013 OG car, you know, you really can't expect too much. In terms of the hood upgrades, you have carbon hood, ram air hood, which definitely I love the ram air hood or the carbon. So we're going to do the ram air hood. So we'll do that. Okay, lights. I'm going to leave the stock yellow lights. Liveries. So this is a really cool one. So Rockstar actually went back in and added liveries to this car with the after hours update into many other cars as well. So I found that to be pretty cool. So you have triple white stripes. Looks really nice. You have black, triple red, and you have the twin.
How many cars you got in this garage again?
Very, very cool. Oh, the black stripes don't go all the way down though. That's pretty funny. They go all the way down in the front, but not the back. Okay. But this one does. That's weird. I guess maybe they forgot. That's a little... Okay. Then you have dual white stripes, which in my opinion this is probably the nicest stripe upgrade because it matches the hood. It's like accented to the hood. Absolutely love this one. Black, red, very cool options. The two-tone, that's pretty sick. Like that. And that's all the options there. Now this car does have a pretty incredible secondary color. I'm sure most of you already know. It's like pretty much the bottom side portion of the car. very similar to the one from real life, how they have that color contrast. And I personally like that better on the stripes. Again, it's all personal preference as to what you like, but in terms of what I like the secondary as my accent color instead of a livery. Maybe if I was going for a different color combo, I would definitely choose one of these stripes, the dual stripes. These are probably the best option by far. But yeah, let's continue here. We'll go here to plates, do a black plate, and then I'm gonna put my America plate on it. Where is it? There it is.
You've got an eye for this stuff.
All right, respray. So we're gonna go with my crew black. So this is a black. Oh, actually, it's got the silver pearl. I gotta go matte first to get rid of that. There we go. So this is a black that's darker than normal black in game. It's the crew black. And if I apply it here and then I go to regular black, you can see the difference back and forth. It just looks a lot better. And then a secondary, I actually want to go for a black and gold color combination. So we're going to go to the metals category, and then we're going to go to the gold. Now I think the brushed gold looks a little better. It looks more like a sticker, or has just a better contrast than the pure gold in my opinion, which is just a little too bright. It looks almost chrome. So I'm going to go for the brushed gold.
Don't she look pretty?
Your crew emblem on this car would go right on the hood. Pretty crazy looking, especially with the the hood there, kind of like folded in there. That looks super cool. Spoiler upgrade. So you have the mid-level spoiler. Absolutely love this. Inspired very similarly to the car from real life, one of the factory options. Really like that. Then you got high-level spoiler. Then you got drag wing, which looks like a really good ducktail, but then when you see the side profile, it is what it says, a drag wing. Yeah, pretty crazy look on this car. I would have liked a nice ducktail, kind of similar to the stock bodywork, but just extended out a little bit more. But then you have the GT wing, which is like carbon wing, I guess if you're going for like a drift build or something. So I'm gonna go for the mid-level spoiler. Absolutely love that. Suspension, definitely gotta lower this thing. Boom, boom, boom. Not bad. Obviously these older cars don't go down that far. Transmission, turbo. Okay, wheels. So this one I thought about a lot, and I'm gonna show you a couple of the wheels I was thinking about putting on it, and then I changed my mind back and forth. So at first I wanted to put the Aero Stars on it, which are these right here. I feel like they kind of fit the look of the car, but then when you change the color, it just changes in between the spokes is the rim color, and then it's just too much chrome for this car in my opinion, which really doesn't have any chrome at all. I mean, barely any chrome except for like the emblems and stuff. So I thought that was a little excessive. So then I wanted to go with these right here, but I didn't like how flat they were, even though these are very similar to the factory stock wheels. So I ended up going with, where are they? Is it these? I ended up going with these right here. The turbines in black look absolutely phenomenal on this car. I'm also a very factory looking wheel. So go here to wheel color, black. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just so fitting for this car. It just looks so good. And if you look up real photos of these cars, you'll see that they look pretty incredible with this style of wheel, and it looks really good in GTA as well. Very fitting. Okay, now windows. You have light smoke, dark smoke, and limo. And this car has the T-tops, but they're kind of like off, which is kind of funny. Now, something I want to mention here about the T-top roof panels, there's actually 3 different ways you can get the Ruiner. Now, you actually have to find it this way. You unfortunately can't customize it this way, so you have to find it off the street or buy it over and over again until you get the version you like. So the version you see here is the no roof panels, and then you have the other version, which is the glass roof panels, which are my personal favorite. And then you have the other one, which is painted roof panels, which I really don't like. I feel like it kind of ruins the look of the car, but again, it's all based on personal preference and what you like. So I don't want to have too much of a contrast there with like nothing up top and then dark tints on the sides. So I'm gonna go with do light smoke or dark smoke. It tints the back as well, which looks let me see here. I don't want too much of a separation. I think we're gonna go light smoke.
Looks almost as good as you.
All right, and that's all of it there. Again, not many options, but you know, 2013 OG car, and it was brought back from GTA 4. So I mean, you really can't expect much from a design this old, but I mean, it still looks really good. So let's go ahead and exit to ground, take it for a little drive.
Be your best
Alright. Rev it up a bit. Takes a while to get the RPMs up. Sounds pretty good. Love it. Alright, let's go floor it. And of course, you got the random muscle car interiors. Copied and pasted in most muscle cars in this game. Now this car, you know, before all the newer muscle cars that are very quick in the class, Pizwazer Dominator, Sabre Turbo Custom, Yosemite, all that good stuff, Vapid Click. This car actually was pretty competitive back in the day, even though the regular Dominator was the king. But on very corner-intensive tracks, this thing did have better handling than the Dominator, a lot better actually, but it just lacked the power. So it was actually pretty competitive. It can actually beat the Dominator on very corner-intensive muscle car tracks. So I mean, it was actually pretty useful back then, and you can get both of them off the street for free, the regular Dominator and this, which is pretty crazy to think about. The handling of this car, I mean, it pretty much handles like, I want to say like a I lost traction there. It pretty, oh my god, I completely broke the back glass. It handles kind of like a sports classics car, I want to say, leaning more towards a sport car. It does have a little bit of snap oversteer and bumpy situations, as you saw literally twice. Yeah, a bit of snap oversteer, but if you kind of don't think of it as sports car handling and try to treat it more like a sports classics car, you have a much better driving experience. But you know, you can't trust it too much either. And if you do, you saw what happened to me. I broke the back there. But if you drive it the right way, you can see here, it does handle very, very well. Really nice driving experience. Alright, let's pull in here. Okay, turn it around there. Alright, I'm pretty sure everything opens on this car. It should. Do all. Yep. Alright, look at that. Regular muscle car interior. Again, can't expect much there. Little hatch opens. Really nice. And you got like the... Okay, you got the nice V8 there. Really bad texture quality, but can't expect much there from, you know, 2013. But I mean, at least they threw a V8 in there. Some cars, like I think of the regular Coquette, it's obviously a V8, and then I think they put like an inline 6 in there or something like that. Just completely ruined the engine model of that car. But yeah, not too bad. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, this is a car you can get off the street for free, as I stated earlier. So, you know, something nice to own, customize, drive. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments what vehicle you want me to customize next, and I'll make sure to display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.